Hey everyone, how you doing today? Thought I'd take another look at the workshop and see what's out there, and a lot of very cool creations again to check out this week. So I'll be showing all these in Reforged Eden 2. I believe there's one build that may be for vanilla, but the CPU numbers and everything are checking out just fine in RE2. So I'll just kind of go with that. We'll see how it goes. I wasn't sure exactly what build that particular creation was for. So the very first build today is the Razor Transfer Station by jdrafton, and that's what we're looking at right now here. And this is a cool looking base design. Kind of looks like it would be more of a utility production kind of base with base defenses. I'm seeing here in the corners, looks like you got a double section of sentry guns kind of around the outer perimeter here. Cool looking styling. I like the accent colors, or well, it's more or less the lighting. I think most of this is actually done in like the shade of gray, but there are some like teal lights around the build. You can definitely tell. Um, Maybe there's actually colors in there. Oh, maybe it's actually this this xenol material texture light right here, kind of like hides right in there. That's interesting. I'm gonna have to look at this at night in a second to see it, see how this is looking. But very cool. It's got kind of like an outer perimeter wall. So you actually have a walk path on the inside on the other side of that wall as well. You got a control room up top over here. And then it has a basically like a garage on the front. That's kind of cool how that opens up. Oh, a nice place for a furnace. Looks like a location for a second furnace right next to it. And a location for a repair bay. It's using some interesting textures in here too. Some textures you don't see too often. Some of the concrete textures here, like the fancy stonework on the front side there. Got some boxes around. It does. I gotta say, there's although this is not that at all. There's a POI that has a opening entryway like this. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. I mean, this is different, but where is it? I don't know. It's got that POI had a doorway going down like that too, as well as room going up. So yeah, it is very similar to I forget the exact name of the POI. Um, it is an abandoned type, but yeah, very cool looking. Obviously, this is not that POI at all, but the layout on the front looks similar. Just kind of the pathing and the way it's structured are very close to that. So you also got a couple landing pads up top over here with some blinky lights going on. And it looks like you got a way down into the base from up here as well. On the very top here, we have a radar. Probably not a real one. Nope. I wouldn't expect it to be a real one. It's I don't really see a good point on if the part's even available to put a detector or a like long range radar on a base. If it's possible to do that, but it does look nice. Got to have the radar there. It does look good. Wi-Fi, of course, is a necessity. So we do have a way down into the base from the top as well. So all right, I'm going to adjust the lights. I think I just want to get a quick look at the base here at night. And, well, we're going to go through it too, or dusk. I'll say not night. But yeah, that lights up nice. I like that. I like the use of the xeno material in the corners here to make that texture light too. Kind of in conjunction with the lighting of the base, that actually looks really cool. All right, and plus we got the bright street lights outside here too. Now, I sunk this down a little bit. Oh wow, I sunk it down more than I thought. So yeah, obviously below the ground here, there's more kind of a driveway going up to this garage facility. I don't think there's anything else underground. I try to get it close as I could without like burying it too much to cover up the floor. All right, so up on this part, I'm gonna get out of God mode. Oh, nice looking garage area there. I'm gonna go to the lower piece first. So it looks like we have a couple storage controllers out in the area here, and then my gosh, this is all right. This is another feature of that POI. It's got in this case, it's got a core there, but the POI that in question had like a glass window here, and then you could see like a fancy loot chest back there. But this isn't that. This is not that base. It's just the whole foyer area entryway just so reminds me of it. Especially this feature here too. So over here looks like we got a couple grow plot areas here. Looks like 18 grow plots in this location. Of course, you replace these blocks and put in the actual grow plots. And let's see. And then yeah, obviously access 4 there. Another, well, okay, so 36 total grow plots. I'm sure the switches here for the grow lights in the area. All right, so farming below. So yeah, I'm gonna go out this way and take the other fancy walkway. We got the elevator too. This is so boring. All right. Anyway, upstairs here, nice open room. Looks like it's kind of set up to put in more equipment, I would say, especially with the markings on the ground here. But we do have a armor locker and armor repair, armor weapon repair, consoles. But definitely a lot of open room. 2-block tall ceiling would easily fit constructors or deconstructors or universal constructors or small constructors in there. But we have them on this side. At least one looks like advanced constructor there. Got a teleporter in here too. Nicely set up with a sensor. And obviously more room here for a lot of things. Like you didn't have the tables here if you want to put in like a universal constructor there, or however you want to really lay it out. But it does have more room for production equipment. Say, would definitely probably want to add in more. But by the looks of it, I would say that this base is designed to be pretty inexpensive. I'm not seeing anything that would really consume a lot of CPU on it. Probably the most biggest part probably being that advanced construction in the other room. So over here we got our medical bay. I got a bed in there. We got all our specialized equipment. Got a shower, all looking spiffy over here to the side. The sideways, the drawer kind of shower. You open this up and you jump in it like a microwave. No, I'm kidding. I actually kind of I actually like the looks of the showers in different angles. It actually looks more like a chair there that you kind of sit in, or a microwave oven, you know. Bathroom on this side, of course. All right, so do we have another floor up here? I think we do. Oh yeah, another shower up here. In case you're dirty from down there. And even this part kind of reminds me a little bit of a POI too. It does, sort of. No, I don't know. It's not though. It's not that POI. There's nothing about it that is that POI. We do have a CPU core block right here. It's like a basic, so it may be using that. I don't think it's going to be using much more beyond that. Stop. At least. So yeah, nice to the point. Set up for some furnaces, more production, 36 pro plots. A switch here that I had to hit. Around, I'm not sure if that did yet. Not sure what it would do. Lighting? No. Clues. What does the random switch do? Maybe it's for. I don't know. There's like some other part locations here. Like hold on. In the God mode here, and take a look at the top. Okay, so we just got we got our 2 landing pads there. It might be controlling maybe the lighting on the landing pad. No, I got it off. Well, I'm gonna leave it on. I'll see if we can see something else here. Maybe it's turning the weaponry on or off as well. We won't know because they don't. This model doesn't track or do anything different if it's off or look any different. Today. Yeah, very very cool base. Nicely thought out. And I do believe it's mostly dealing with concrete for a material, reinforced concrete. So pretty high hit point strength on this one as well. To take some good old drone hits and stuff like that. And then of course, we do have our little bit of Xeno block right here in the corner, just for the use of the texture, I would say. And it's not going to be very much. So yeah, very very cool base. All right, let's take a look at the numbers here. So unlock level 15, size class 3. I got 6 fuel tanks, 2 oxygen tanks, 8 sensory guns, 2 hour and 8 minute build time. Not really requiring too much of anything here special. a little bit of aluminum, and basically like starter planet or starter moon stuff. You would have to source the xeno material from a lot of POIs and things like that. You can get that, especially at that quantity. That's not too hard to come across, and a lot of stone dust. So yeah, stone dust, hardest thing in the game to get. I'm being very sarcastic there. So yeah, very cool. Pretty inexpensive. Not too much needed. You wouldn't have to go beyond the moon to get any supplies for the base here. And keep in mind, yeah, it does have a built-in furnace as well, so that would be something that gives the CPU. Take a look at your storage. We got an ammo box, 14K ammo box. We got a controller in at 3. That's not very fun having this tooltip like right in front of the storage here. No, I don't recall it being like that before. I don't know if that's changed or not. Maybe it's like at the moment. Wow, that's something. No? There we go. So yeah, in and out. Yeah, 328K, 336K on the outs. We got a storage A and B as well. At also 328K of storage. Um, this may work totally fine in vanilla too. Particular base. It's obviously it looks like it's playing pretty nice in R&E. We'll look at the CPU yet here as well. A lot of short boxes, and you're all color coded and everything like that too, which is really cool. And some of these short boxes, are well, it's like most of them are going to be 16K of storage actually. So actually, pretty good sized boxes too for all the stuff. So yeah, nicely set up. Nice storage. Obviously, you can add a lot more production equipment on the interior as well as out on the outside area, especially with the furnace. And let's, yeah, CPU here. So yeah, CPU is. I think this may be for like compatible with vanilla, but like honestly, the cost on this could be lower, at least for Reforged Eden 2, by removing that basic core. It does not. It does not. Got a lot of extra CPU. So right off the gate, you can already add in like all the missing parts pretty much. So that is really cool. So yeah, very nice build. Very nice looking base here. Again, this is the Razor's Transfer Station by jdrafton. Very cool build. All right, I'll power you off a second here, and I'm gonna get the lights going again. We'll take a look at the next build. So this is the Explorer SR by Survival Ready. And I think this is a new author to me. I'm been unfamiliar with. Now the author actually had a couple different builds out on the workshop right now, in new releases and things like that. I picked the first one that came in the spotlight list, or the check it out here. And this looks really cool. I'm thinking right off the gate here that this is a starter CP. It kind of looks like it would have that going for it here. Good amount of turrets on here as well. Looks like 5 turrets. I think they are the cannon variety. Yeah, light cannon turrets. So it looks like you got 5 of those up there, which is a good amount of drone protection and things like that right off the gates. Nice looking shape here. We obviously got our cockpit right in the front. Some side access doors over there. Got we got a nice entry door here. Looks like it's gonna connect to an elevator on the inside. And then on the back here, and it looks like we have locations that you could add in larger thrusters. I'm just gonna fly in here to see if that's really the case or not. Yeah, I think it is. I think yeah, if you did want to put in the large thrusters in here instead of these medium ones, you could rip out this stuff and put in the large thrusters for your forward thrust. Get a more potential forward power if you need it. I don't know how much weight storage and all that is on here. Yeah, either. So that might come in to play if you put a lot of weight on it here. But yeah, nice looking shape and layout. Got the red, white, and blue color scheme on it. Very cool. All right, here I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna come in the side door over here. So yeah, just like, I'll stay in the God mode. If I can get up again. Oh no, I'm gonna try the jetpack. Get out of that. Oh, never mind. It does look creative in the jetpack. Right. Never mind. It's a creative thing. You could easily jetpack right up to here from outside. No problem at all. Just weird and creative. So, all right. So yeah, as soon as we come in, it looks like a bunch of utility function right here. So we got our O2 med bay, armor locker, fridge, food processor, uh, armor repair, and then we're right up into the bridge over here. Nice visibility, cool looking glass canopy here. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. Yeah, we got a big door on the upside here too for probably like a drone hatch or a quick way in and out of the build. Or this almost kind of looks like a little hangar down here too. So it could very well be for a small utility craft that could fit through here. It would have to be something pretty small. You know, maybe a like SV tree cutter or get around SV or something like that. But yeah, very very cool there. So let's see what's behind red door number 1 here. It's like engineering area. So here's our reverse thrust. You won't want to get too close to that, but we are in a like a red door, probably caution heat zone here, heat and rad zone. Well, maybe not. We got to go advanced constructor in here. So hold on, just want to see how things are with that. So just to the author too, if you take a look at like being next to the warp drive itself is going to create heat and rad. So if you're out here physically like interacting with this constructor, which you don't have to, you can access it through the P menu. It would cause some heat and rads here, especially if you get close to these thrusters back in here. See the temperature went up a lot more yet. But yeah, very cool. So constructor back over here. We got our fuel, O2, and of course a warp drive. This is a standard warp drive, so that would be your 30 light years version. I would have figured this would have being what I do believe is a starter CD. And then on the other side, it looks like just all fuel and our protection tank. More reverse thrusters. And I think that is pretty much right to the point there. Well, hold on. Not quite yet. And we have our Wi-Fi right up there. This is our front entry ramp over here. So, yep, got that in place as well. So, yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. It's like, you know, very to the point. Nice looking shape and body design. And, yeah, just right to the point here. Really curious about its cost here. So, what? So unlock level 15, size class 1, 38-4, 19 strafing, 46 lift, 23 reverse, 8 down, got 8 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank, 5 light cannon turrets, and a detector. 1 hour and 44-minute build time. It is using 4 atomic bridges, so I believe it is using a basic CPU core. Yep, it is. So it is using that. You know, again, this might be a transition between, so it will work with vanilla and report season 2 as well. But the numbers are coming out pretty well here. Report season 2. I believe this is the creation I thought was for vanilla. So vanilla is kind of weird. Well, it's different. I won't say it's weird. It's just different with CPU. So in RE2, this build does not need the basic CPU core that I believe it has. Actually, yeah. I think that's true. Yeah, core 2. So one basic CPU core. But I do believe in vanilla it would need this core. So keep that in mind. Does not have a shield on here. We did have the warp drive, and I think by looking at it already, it was the 30 light year variant of the warp drive. Which you wouldn't want to put the 60 in here. It would require increased costs on this build that you probably want to get right off the starts. So a little bit of cobalt, titanium, aluminum, all your standard CV stuff, and not a lot of them. Total build time of 1 hour and 44 minutes. And let's get the storage out. So looks like we have cargo. We have a box for aliens, where you put all your aliens. So if you're out in space and you come across an alien, you know where to put them. No, I'm sure this is for aliens. So I'm just being stupid again. It's a lot of fun being stupid. It really is. So we got to eat. So, yeah, you got to eat and the loot and the owner contacted. Yeah, it is pretty much straight to the point though. I don't think any of these are storage controllers. I do believe they all are boxes. And then our ammo's a controller. Never mind, that's 72K ammo bay, and so is the main cargo. So yeah, two storage controllers at 72K. One being ammo, of course, and then the rest are boxes. So yeah, very very cool build. Yeah, right to the point. Looks like would do the job nicely as a starter CV. It does. I certainly believe you could upgrade your forward thrust on here as well. Probably some other upgrades. And you do have, obviously there's room shown out in here too. So if you wanted to add some production equipment or things like that, and you definitely have some room for it. But it may be also used as a docking port for something small. Small out the door there. So yeah, very cool. Again, this is the I'm sorry, this is the Explorer SR by Survival Ready, which I believe is a new author or an author that I haven't looked at something from before. So this is very very cool to see. Love to see new authors come up in the list here. Very very cool. All right, so going on to what I already said once before here, the Ocelot. Well, here is the Ocelot, and this is by Barefoot and Hillbilly. And definitely going to have to say that this is probably going to be a Star Wars build again. And it's a really nice, cool looking one, too, I will say. Yeah, that's pretty. That's a cool looking one. Oh, it's using these. Hold on, I got to make sure those are these those SV storage bays? Or is that just block? I think that's okay. No, they're container extensions. At first, I looked at it and I thought, yeah, if you've seen those big boxes you can put on the SVs or HVs, I believe, I thought those were that until I looked at it and I realized that they're just a block built box like that with actual container extensions filling it in. So they are storage, very similar to the those prefab like boxes, except this is all custom built blocks. And it actually looks really cool. I like the angles on there and how that whole thing looks. Probably looks better than the prefab boxes. So on the front here, it looks like we've got a gun. No, we got a drill. We got a drill. So we got a mining drill. How generous of you. Obviously, there's locations to add 3 more of those. I'm sure it's a CPU balancing act, as it almost always is. So, but you have a very generous drill right there. So yeah, you can do some mining right off the gates here. Love the pipes up here too, and the color scheme, by the way. I like it really good. Oh, I like this feature back over here too. Part of the thruster assembly with our side shield and wing. And yeah, look at that. We got our Star Wars thrust, which is probably hiding the actual thrusters right behind there, which actually looks like it's got a at least a large thruster in there. And yeah, looks like most of our directional thrusters are in that location. And again, with the kind of build that this is, you do this a lot for Star Wars and Star Trek. Um, having six direction rocket style thrusters on a build doesn't fit with the whole sci-fi theme of it. So burying those in these cases, I think, is it's going to make the build look better. Definitely. Now it looks like Star Wars kind of thruster and stuff like that. Like stupid with thrusters sticking out of the front of the ship and all that stuff. So there is that. So yeah, very very nice looking build here from the outside. The block work is really cool. The color work is really cool. Interesting how there's like an asymmetrical line painted going down the one side over here. That actually is kind of neat. I like to see stuff like that. Just a little randomness in the paint job on it. We do have a retractable turret back over here too, one origin or another. All right, let me get a board here and see how this is gonna work out. I like to see these build interiors too. They usually look very authentic from the author. So always a fun time walking through here. Now let's say oh yeah, oh interesting. So yeah, already looking very authentic. I'm gonna get the lighting down a bit more yet. Yeah. Look at this. We got this we got our core machine over here. It's also a beer dispenser. It's that's where you put the keg. No, I'm kidding. No, that looks cool. It's really cool to just see the aesthetics of all this kind of stuff going on the inside. Got a cool looking display panel here, lights. We've got a bed in here with a fridge. That's a nice feature for a bed. Why don't beds come with fridges? I guess we're gonna have to go way in the future to a galaxy far, far away for those kinds of cool features. So we got our armor locker over here. It's our other exit door, and then we got this big wall of doors here that is going to. There's probably a switch that I was probably supposed to hit to open all this up. That's in the P menu. But yeah, we got a constructor in here. We've got access to our cockpit right there. You can just basically click on that box there. We got this really cool 3D warp drive flying at you here. It doesn't almost look like it's going to hit you, but wham! No, that's cool. That's cool. And there's some more room in here, or it appears that there's more room in here for additional parts, whether the generators, CPU core blocks, shield parts, quite a few things. Looks like you could fit in and around that area there. And of course, we got the back door, and that's going to get us into some other nitty gritties here. So we got some, so you got boxes, generators. Oh, it looks like we already have a location for additional generators back here. Got to have our much needed trauma station. There's a lot of trauma that takes place in the game. You must have a station for that. And yeah, very, very nice looking. I like the doorway too. The blockwork around that, very Star Wars like, or like a sailing like ship like as well. Back over here, oh man, this thing just keeps going. So back over here, we got a location for our shield generator, and also a warp drive. And then you can kind of see the thrusters a little bit more in there, the fuel, and taxi tank. Yeah, very, very cool. Like the lighting again on the interior too. All the compartments, doors, and things like that look really, really cool. A little bit of an OSHA violation here with these pipes, but now I guess unless you're like 7 foot tall, you're probably going to be all right on that one. Unless you're run it out of the door like an idiot and then bang your head on the thing. But I think I would prefer to have the pipes there just to make it look cool. Honestly, so yeah, very, very cool looking build here. Definitely like the overall shape and looks of this build and the color scheme. Oh yeah, there's something back over here too. Like it's got to be like R2's head right there or something like that. Just gotta have some fun. This is cool too. I barely even noticed this from the inside. I guess I wasn't looking that carefully, but that's cool. We'll look at fancy window up top there. And of course, it's all ready for mining and really, really lighting up the mining area. That's cool. All right, let's look at the numbers. Unlock level 15, size class 2, 26 forward, 23 strafing, 26 lift, 26 reverse, and 26 down. So very balanced thrust on here. 13 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. Also, I have the. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, light laser. There's 3 light laser turrets on here, and we do have the drill in there. Keep in mind, it's obviously ready to add in 3 more laser mining drills. 2 hour and 16-minute build time. Not really needing anything too special here at all. CPU-wise, it is tailored to 15,000 CPU, which is going to translate to a 4.5 and report speed in 2, so 2 basic and 2 improved cores, the main core. Obviously, there was a location to add a shield in there and the warp drive, so it does not have those stock. Let's see. I guess there is no menu option here. I was wondering if there's one to like open all the doors. Automatic door opener. But that's what the droids are for. Unless you like smash him into the back of the ship like that, poor R2, his head just sticking out there. Alright. Alright, let's look at your storage. So we got an ammo controller at 12,625 and another controller at 13,500 and another controller at 13,250. Plus, we have a harvest controller at another 13,500. So, yeah, quite a bit of storage in here. I imagine a lot of the overall size of the creation is filled with container extensions, which is pretty typical with an SV with a lot of storage in it. But it's already set up. So it could be classified as a miner. And it does have 3 turrets on here. So I did see the one back there. Up the underside. Maybe we've got some more turrets. Yeah. Go up. Pretty low profile build here. There they are. Yeah, right up here. So 2 more turrets there. So nice protection as well. And lasers, that kind of fits pretty good with Star Wars. You normally don't see too many projectile types of guns in Star Wars. They do exist, but usually it's more energy-based, laser-based, weaponry. So yeah, very cool looking build here too. Definitely like it. Definitely adds to the collection of barefoot Star Wars builds and whatnot. It's really cool. Oh yeah. By the way, that is one of the coolest looking walk ramps I've ever seen coming into a build here. That's cool. It's got like a step and stuff, and these are actual. Oh, look at that. These are actual ramps right there too. But I think they're mostly just used as decorative. But that looks cool. It looks like it's gonna swing out and hang down there like a RV or something like that. Very cool. So again, this is the Ocelot by Barefoot and Hillbilly. Awesome build here. Alright. I'm going to assume it's going to land itself. It did. Nice. It's AI controlling that there. Alright. So on to the next build here. Now this one, I already looked at the CPU. There's no CPU blocks on it. So whether it was in vanilla or RE, I just don't believe this build is meant for CPU. Or there's a location to add CPU blocks to it. But probably just not meant for CPU. So this is the Kuzza by Bolio. Very. Last week we looked at a different build from the same author of similar style. So kind of like an alien faction, very unique looking build, different colors, really bubbly glass going on in here. The Steam post is pretty interesting too, I gotta say. Using some like live images with this like Photoshop into it for different theming reasons. So it was a pretty interesting post to look at as well. So yeah, this is cool. Kind of like a dual cockpit setup over here. Each cockpit has a couple laser blasters there, I think. Well, yeah, lasers. That's good enough. Yeah, these are all lasers. 3. Actually, each cockpit has 3 laser guns. Or maybe even 4. I don't know. There's more down over here, too. And another. That's. What's that? Oh, that's where you gotta have your rail gun. You gotta have the rail gun. So, yeah, and maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Bunch of guns all over the place. And, on the back wings over here, too. And they do, yeah. Look at that. They do have a clear line of sight right over the and beyond the cockpits there. A very unusual looking creation again. In a cool way. In a cool way. It's just, it's very different. This is, oh, that's a trip. So that's actually like the pilot seat, or a pilot seat. Obviously, you got your closed ones over here. But yeah, the railgun operator here. Oh, I can't imagine the concussion shockwave from that. Oh, can you imagine me sitting right here as a railgun fires right directly over your head? Ouch! But they're aliens. They can do those kinds of things. That's cool. It's such a unusual creation. You just gotta like look at it for its art form here. But honestly, it looks like it would really work too. Like even like a 3-person team here, each in their cockpits here. But I believe the pilot would actually be right there. I think these are passenger seats. No, they're pilot seats too. Yeah. Uh-oh. Can't see out the window. Uh-oh. For the author, just to let you know, there are 2 variations of this seat for SVs. One is the low profile one that's in here now, where you stare at one block above the seat, or basically directly forward. The other one has your viewpoint one block above that, which would like just look right over the edge here. Let's see if the other side's the same way as well. Just so you know, I mean, really easy thing to swap out the seats. I think they're the same part model. They fit the same spot. It's just where the viewport is, whether it's low here or one block above that. Just so you know. Yeah, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Look at the numbers here. So unlock level 12, size class 2. So pretty low unlock level. I'm surprised at the unlock level based on the weaponry it had on. But yeah, it's cool with that. So 37 forward, 17 strafing, 45 lift, 25 reverse, and 29 down. Got 12 fuel tanks, 10 oxygen tanks. We have our 6 laser cannons, 3 per side pilot, and our 1. No, we don't. We got 5 rail guns. Holy smoke! 5 rail guns. 5 rail guns. I got some. Oh, those are rail guns. Oh, I get it. No, I don't entirely get it. These are rail guns back there. Rail guns there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I see now. 5 rail guns. Get back to looking at stuff. Sorry about my sidetrack thing. I didn't see them when I was looking at it originally there. CPU wise, again, it's just got a basic CPU, or it doesn't have any CPU ports. So it would need to be balanced whether you're using it in vanilla or RE if you're playing CPU in those game modes there, which is an optional thing you start. It does have a shield on board, stock 44, 43 on hit points, and let's see. I want to see if I don't think we have. I don't think it could possibly fit. Yeah, there's not enough areas that are big enough for drive. We do have our potassium tank, of course, with the shield though. So yeah, again, very, very cool. Just a really interesting design, like alienish design. I think this looks really cool actually on the bottom. I'm actually looking at just this lower part here, like if it was its own separate little SV, like get around SV, like early game, that particular wing model, the way the guns are on the outer tips here, looks really, really cool. Like it's its own small little SV flyer by itself. I think it's kind of meant to look like that too in this build. Like it would join up with this whole frame, and yeah, very, very cool. All right, let me power you down here a minute, and let's. And this again was the Kuzza. Kuzza? I hope I said that right. I'm not sure. By Bolio. Very, very cool. All right. So next build here. Getting into a carrier, it looks like. So this is the Mobius Templar RE2 by Fuji. And yeah, very cool asymmetrically built carrier here. Kind of fits with Fuji's general like action styling and things like that. So it fit with a lot of other Fuji builds that are similarly like colored and everything like that. So really, really cool there. Just taking a look at the front end of the carrier here. Pretty cool that we've got a asymmetrical hangar door right on the side over there. But then again, yeah, most of this is asymmetrical. Maybe not some of the thruster positions, but maybe that is asymmetrical as well. But yeah, it fits really good the way everything's kind of working out here. Definitely like that. It's actually kind of a big bulky front room over here. We got a turret there, obviously. I think we've got some of these. Yeah, we got our cargo tubes in here. Yeah, there's a couple other recent builds by the same author that makes use of these really cool looking like legit like working functional cargo containers, kind of in more of an oval type formation. With and they even tell you like what how much storage one of these units has in it. Uh, Not entirely sure on the color coding yet, but maybe there's answers on the inside. Now, I am getting a significant amount of frame rate drop right now. I'm not sure. There's other builds on the other side of this that could be impacting that. Oh, look at this back end. That's it. Yeah, the texture light setup around the thrusters here, kind of sectioned off too. These are actually pretty strong blocks there to help protect those thrusters. And then here it looks like we got a couple turbines there, a couple more up above that too. So yeah, definitely turbines installed on the carrier, and just really interesting block work around here. Some more turret positions there. Yeah, pretty art like deco looking the way it's set up there with the colors and things. We're a lot of colors on here too. Seeing reds and yellows and blues and like purplish sort of extra lights and some lighter blues and yeah, plus our of course our grays and stuff like that in there too. Look at all the side doors here. Wow, we got a whole like faction like hangar set up here. So we got yeah bays 1 through 4 on this side and cargo on the other side. Okay, so that's all asymmetrical too. That's cool. That's cool. And we got our top section here. Yeah, that's cool. A whole yeah, carrier like superstructure on the top of the ship here. All your radar and stuff like that. Oh, we got security protecting the door over here. We got a stairway. Get into the back area here with a big uh separate room over here. Oh, that's cool. I like how this is all like sectioned off and like keeps on changing. All the blockwork keeps on changing throughout the whole top structure here. All kinds of things going on here. Alarm sensor there. And we got our welcome aboard. So it's talking about a lot of different upgrades here, which is really, really cool. It looks like it's actually intended to go potentially all the way up to 417. That's cool. Definitely looks cool. That's an old school LCD right there too. Those can look nice. They have their use. You got that nice frame that you can set a color on, and then pretty much just operate as a normal LCD in the middle of it. You're just limited on your sizes. Only a few options of the old school like flat panel LCDs versus the projector type. All right. Wow. Look at the big glass area on the back there too. So yeah, this thing is pretty significant. Oh wow, look at this setup over here. Oh, we got the big turbine room. Yeah, this thing's gonna generate a lot of its own power. It may have all the turbines. I've already seen there's 4 down in there of the medium variant. Here's the 4 large one. I'm pretty sure it probably has 4 small ones somewhere, but they are the least important of the different ones there. You can see quite a farming complex in there too. All right, I'm gonna come in through a hangar door first. I think. Yeah, just the lights. And oh yeah, look at that. So we got a crane up there, box moving track crane. I don't know if that's the official term that those are called or not. I've seen many of them in my lifetime though. Various businesses and things like that to move heavy equipment around. And where I was working, it was usually like dies for presses that these cranes move around. And it looks like it's moving around a lot of stuff in here too. Got a couple guys figuring out their work plan. And back over there, looks like we got a shield. I'll walk that way in a second. I'm gonna head back to these two rooms here first. Oh, I'm gonna head back to this room over here first. Nice shower though. Gotta have a shower. So oh, look at the engineering area here. Oh, stiff. Got like the guardrails around here. So thruster access. A lot of thruster access. And of course, our main shield. Super, that's the advanced work variant. Or not. No, I guess it's not. I have to spawn both of them and look at them so I can identify them better by sight. Big old advanced generator in there. Nice compartment for it. Oh, this is the location for a small fusion reactor right here. Oh, that's cool. I like how this is labeled down there with the staircases and stuff. So the staircases actually look pretty cool with the build here. It's kind of cool if the devs could ever get around to like actually fixing them, so they actually kind of work as staircases. It's not completely flat. Otherwise, you get this. Yeah. Yep. All right. So on this side, we got our warp drive here. Let me just skip the advanced one. Oh, standard warp drive. So okay, standard warp drive, standard shield. Like granted, there's a lot of upgrades. I'm sure the entire carrier, which is a large build here, is watching the CPU. Otherwise, it would have had more expensive parts in there already. Which would also bring up the build cost. We got a toilet right over there as well. All right, so nice glass outlook for yeah, like going through a mall over here. You can check out engineering. We got our cargo facilities over on this side here. Looks really cool. There's a glass wall between there, and that's actually looking outside of the ship there. That's cool. I like the three-tone color scheme on the walls in here too. Very, very cool. Oh, so we got a storage controller here. Obviously, an elevator going up to another deck above here. Well, we are really well equipped. If you got to take a potty break, you have places to go. Oh, that's not a. I thought that might have been a bathroom. So yeah, never worry too much. Eat the. Oh no, there we are, right there. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're gonna go in here, and this is like we go up to this upper room here in the hangar, the control room. Oh, we're just an internet cafe. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. I like this view, looking over the hangar there with this separate classroom. That's actually really cool. Cool looking tall rack there, and our sink. And let's see what we got back here. Oh, full medical bay, it looks like. Plus armor, all your armor stuff. So we got our armor repair, weapon, and armor lockers. More specialized equipment. That's cool. That's cool. I was just looking at that. I was just like, yeah, this could. No, it doesn't actually. Oh, it does look cool. Okay. That's kind of cool though. It's I see the whole glass is shaped as a like a cross, so like a medical cross. That's cool. A teleporter right over here. O2 and our main med bay there too. And plus, of course, we have our toilet in here too and our shower. But fear not, if this one's occupied, you have places you can go. What do we got over here? Where is this? How did I get here? So, coming off the other side of the elevator, we have a big upgrade room. Oh, a decoy. Oh, decoy generator slot. Look at that. Security in here. Improved shield generators. I wonder if you could just beam those right in. I'm having so much fun today. Don't mind my weird little remarks. Just having fun. It's very cool, Bill. And yeah, definitely a lot of room in here for looks like 6 shield parts there. And honestly, this is like 3 blocks tall in here too, and a lot of room. So you can put a lot more stuff in here too. Again, this carrier did have a lot of upgrade potential going on for it. And our big front door there. All right, so I'm gonna get to one of the elevators here. Hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. All right. Oh wow, where do we get to now? Oh yeah. So we got this cool looking skywalk going in here. It's actually go across the ship that way. Let me just follow this through. Okay, so that goes down to the other elevator in the hangar. All right. Take this other hallway here. We got an elevator going up. And holy smokes, yeah, now we're to the, I thought I seen it here. Oh, that was that dude. Freaking me out. A lot of security. So, your construction area. Crew quarters, restrooms, small bar, upgrade. Can dig 1 block in if desired. Ooh. Well, that is cool. That is cool. So yeah, this is I kind of went to God mode. I just wanted to see up above here to look at all these really cool looking grow pots out in here. Oh, and we got the recipe menu here too. That's cool. This is I'd find this very valuable in gameplay. So you can exactly what it makes, what your recipe is, what your yield is. That is cool. That is cool. A lot of these kind of lighting, just like really lighting this wall up over here. And what do we got this? Oh, okay, our main CPU core room here. The main core plus our CPU blocks. What I can tell right now, it looks like we maybe possibly only going up to advanced CPU cores. Obviously, room here for many more CPU cores of all different shapes and sizes. And yeah, see, oh yeah, we got the recipe on this side. Is that the same one? Yep, it is. Okay. Yeah, I was worried if I came in here and had to go. I was like, oh my god, I might not make it all the way to the other facilities. So it's just cool. This is fun. I like walk around in this. So what, where does this go? Oh, we're already up on the flight deck here. Nice. Wow, yeah. So now we got our whole superstructure here to check out. Yeah, let's go right up here, and okay. So we got our production facility up here. Advanced constructor, deconstructor, storage controllers, place for a universal constructor there. Our full fridge and food processor and all that fun stuff there. We've got some antennas. All right, that's where you keep the spirits. Oh, that's cool though. I really like seeing all this stuff in the build. It's just neat to see. So this is the ore. Oh, I see what's going on here. This is almost like a whole mining rig here. So this isn't where you keep the antennas. No, that's cool. I think this is actually like legit. Like this is a 4-drill mining setup. You replace these antennas with the actual mining drills, and then operate the ship from this cockpit, which does work. You can actually totally control the ship fine. Like all your ASDW keys work fine at a sideways position like this. The only thing that will be a little weird is when you're looking at your map and the direction of your ship, it'll always look like, even if you're going forward in the side cockpit, it'll show you like you're going left or right. So that's cool. That's cool. Here I was all like laughing at the the replacement antennas. Sorry about that. I'm really having a good time though. I really am. It's the important factor. Besides looking at the super cool builds here, let me turn off my light. So, we got the fancy round table over here, and all our information on upgrades again. Like this thing even deals with some artillery turrets. Oh yeah, mining lasers, moving antennas. What if I wanted to keep the antennas? Kidding. And then back out here. Okay, yeah, this is that outside balcony here that we when we first see the ship we came in at, and we got another deck to go to, or maybe the top. Oh my goodness, I'm having fun, Fuji. I really am having fun. But yeah, we can. This is the bridge. It is a ways away from the other bathrooms, so. All of this is actually realistic for, a ship with a lot of crew and everything like that to have bathrooms all over the place like that. If you're doing a business or something, they would have bathrooms and stuff too. I just find it really funny that you're just so, if you gotta go, you can go. I mean, there's just no ifs and buts around that. You go. You go. You don't have to walk far. You can go. All right. This is a really cool build. Definitely like this. And as obviously it is a carrier, and definitely has a lot of carrying capacity here with the whole flight deck, all the hangar space, um, and quite a lot of extra turret mount positions around too. That's a cool looking way. Oh, I like these side decals here on the turret mount. The way they're colored and everything too. That's really cool. It sticks out. You definitely no confusion on what goes there. But I really think we had to put these antennas in the closet. I am so sorry, Fuji. Don't hate me. I'm having so much fun. This is great. But yeah, this is a really innovative idea actually with this whole mining thing on here too. I don't think I've ever seen one done in that manner before, like sideways mining like that on a build. Um, just don't think I've seen it, but it works. It actually does work, and the pilot seat off the side does work. So there's nothing wrong with it. I just didn't expect it. I can't recall any build I've ever seen that did that before. So I think I would chalk that up as another new original, never before seen thing. And also, I like this too. So we got the room for the big CPU repair bay and report DD2 right there. All right. Well, anyway, let's look at the numbers. Oh yeah, yeah. We got our turbines right over there. Yeah, keep in mind this does have a lot of turbines installed. Probably all of them. So unlock level 20. Not even 25. Size class 18. 41 forward, 14 strafing, 21 lift, 20 reverse, 10 down, 15 fuel tanks. 3 oxygen tanks. We have our 3 light Gatling turrets, a couple target pages. That's a new part in RE2. I did see those demonstrated where you can, it'll basically like show you kind of where you're aiming at. You'd have to go in. I would have to go in a lot more depth to explain that and probably actually show it and function in gameplay. But yeah, very cool. We got our detector, 16-hour and 40-minute build time. Using some heat exchangers. Not those are pretty easy to come across, by the way. You can buy them from stores, and they're not like all that rare from loot containers either. So yeah, other than that, really quite low resource costs. I mean, overall, I mean, besides the bridges you can have to build for anything that's above the core one, basically. So this is going to translate to only a core 7. Oh, it says. So that's cool. That is cool. So obviously, yeah, two advanced base, two improved cores, got room for your superior cores and more cores, all the way up to core 17, and a lot of upgrade potential for that too. Yeah, I see now why as like the standard warp drive field and stuff like that was really to balance the CPU out to be a core second. So yeah, again, very cool here. Let's take a look at your storage. I know this has quite a lot of that going on in here too. So let's see, we got a crafting output, decon input. That's 40K there. Crafting input. Oh, it tells me. Put them all up. So we got 80 crafting input. Then we got 2 ammo bays, 320K apiece. 2 harvest bays, also 320K apiece. Plus, it looks like 7 640K cargo bays in there, and then a bunch of sort boxes and whatnot. Beyond that, there, all kinds of actually a lot of sort boxes. So yeah, very cool build here again. This is the Mobius Templar RE2 by Fuji. Very cool carrier. All right, and very cool carrier, and yeah, when you got to go, you got to go. and it is well suited to accommodate you. All right, yeah, we have another base over here. Yeah, okay, this one's already on here. So this I got out of new releases. This is Starter Base M1 by author Ganmo. So I believe this is also another new author. So this looks like a solar powered, uh, yeah, player base here. It's got drone defense, a couple landing pads on the top here. Looks really nice. I like these defense towers in here. Let's see how I did with. I try to sink this in the ground a little bit, but not too much, so we don't mess it up. Not being able to see stuff. Quite a lot of solars here that are actually kind of like dual use because you could land ships on here too and kind of use these as landing pads. At least the top one's up over here. But it has a really cool looking landing pad setup anyway. And then our door getting down in the base there. And nice overlooking position on these turrets here. They also have some sentry guns over on the side. Cool looking block work along the perimeter here. Something like that. Looks like this is probably going to be mostly made with concrete. If that's the case. Probably some steel in there, yeah. But you need steel for like some of the smooth metal. But a lot of this is concrete. Which is great. It's a really good material to use in bases. Short of the texturing issues, because you're not going to have access to all the textures, or you'll have some new ones and not access to a lot that you probably used to with everything else, unfortunately. But it is the best material for base because it's the only kind of creation that actually uses concrete. So you might as well use it on base. Yeah, very nice looking station though. I like the texture lights, the way everything is kind of arranged in here, and the staircases even going up to the turret positions. And then it looks like we've got a nice hangar bay over here too. So yeah, very cool. It really yeah, kind of reminds me of like I don't know, just good old player base, like old school player base. Definitely like these. I'd say old school, like modern players must not use player bases anymore, do they? No, I'm just kidding. I have it in my own recent playthroughs. Really using player base, but back in the day, I used it. And the only reason I don't is simply because of the vastness of the galaxy. And if I lay down a base, it usually kind of like I have to like not go too far from that base. I want to keep using the base, and so I usually go with the nomadic playthrough style, not having a base at all. Basically, just use the CV instead, which doesn't have quite all the same options as the base, especially with furnace. So there's side effects to that too. All right, well coming in here, this looks really cool. I like the whole setup here with the kind of that kind of like shopping mall approach where they're sectioned off rooms for different function. Very organized and laid out in here. Cool looking texturing too. A lot of stuff going on in here. Support beams and all kinds of things. So over here, this is obviously looks like a grow pot area. It could dual use as a swimming pool, but I believe it is for grow pots. I think you got locations to add your grow lights right up over there. So it looks like you would install your own grow lights. Now, one thing I have learned with the game is the grow lights themselves are super inexpensive and don't jack up the player level for anything really. So usually you could put those in by default and not cause any extra cost really to the player. Also, O2 over here, cool looking setup there. We got an actual O2 tank right above there with a connecting pipe and our ventilator right there too. So on the other side, we have a nice looking production room here. That's cool. Got some boxes. Got our hold on, that's fancy. Large constructor and small constructor here. Again, this looks like it's there's definitely I would say a player starter base. It looks like it's really set up to deal with that. Oh, I like the LCDs up here telling you what's in all the input and output. That's nice balance there. 400K input and output. 320K for ammo. Got a fridge and two fridges and a food processor. And a place to sit and chill and wait for some parts to be made too. The staircase there. Oh yes, gotta have our med bay in here too. So looks like the room is all kind of set up for a med bay, but at the moment it does not have the medical equipment installed. Again, I think the author here was really being mindful about different things beyond CPU yet, and that's also like the player unlock level of the build. Not seeing that equipment in there. By adding that equipment, it does put it to a certain level of player level that you need to spawn in the base. So, not seeing it installed, I'm thinking this would have a pretty low unlock level to build here. But yeah, it's like perfectly set up. I like everything just really cool about it. Farming, production, medical, storage. I mean, it's kind of doing it all here. And we got our main elevator that will get us up to the landing pad. And these are cool looking landing pads, so it's definitely like the railings around them. And the connection to the turrets as well. And also, provides drone protection. I think, actually, based on their height and everything like that, I was thinking like if you got attacked from this side, but no, not really. And a ground dude, even a ground dude sneaking up on you would have to get to about here before the line of sight of that turret's gone. So that means they have to come from wherever, and they would be blown away long before they got to that spot. So yeah, not a problem there either. All right. Well, anyway, let's look at some numbers here. Yeah, look at that. Unlock level 7. Yep. That's why a lot of those choices were made. I believe if the author would have put in medical equipment, for instance, then it would have been like unlock level 10, I think, maybe even 12. Price class 1. So we got 2 fuel tanks, 1 oxygen tank, our 2 light Gatling turrets, and the 1 sentry gun. 1 hour and 13-minute build time, no fuss. Yeah, it really doesn't need much of anything special. I guess the rarest thing in here would be 9 cobalt. Should be able to get that on a starter planet pretty quickly from POIs or salvaging wrecks and things, stuff like that. If not, you can always buzz out to, I believe the moon would have cobalt as well. CPU wise, really low. It's 4-1. It's using a little bit over half of that CPU, but you can actually add a lot of equipment right off the gate without needing any additional CPU for this. You can definitely throw in an advanced constructor, more small constructors, and yeah, whatever you want to add in. That's cool. And keep in mind, it is a base too. So if you were willing to, oh, never mind, they're right here. I didn't even think about this. The 1 and 2 here, I bet you are for furnaces. That would be a 3x3x3 part that would fit there, and it'd be a unique feature to a base. So actually, yeah, looks like it's ready to do some furnace work as well. I'm taking a guess there, but that would really make a lot of sense. That or you keep it open like it is, and you've got more hangar space. Either way, but yeah, very cool base here. In some ways, it's a completely different build, but in some ways, it reminds me of the old base I did called the original Farpoint station or something I called it. I made a newer one later on that was different, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of the original one a little bit, just general shaping of it, but it's way different than that. All right. Well, anyway, let's. I didn't really technically look at the storage, but we kind of did already. Yeah, we got our black and white fridges. We got our inputs in little typo right there on the input. Input, output, and a couple boxes beyond that, sort boxes, and of course a 320K ammo bay. So yeah, very cool. Again, this is the starter base M1 by Canmo. Very cool build. Practical build there. All right, so one more build for creation to check out here this week. I'm going to turn on the lights here in a second. I'm kind of a little curious about this. This was also in new releases. This is the LAX R2 AC17 by Ryolo. Rilo? I'm having a hard time saying that, but sorry about that. Screwed up your author name. I do that to most authors, one way or another. Sorry about that. No offense taken. And look at this slick looking, stealth looking craziness. This looks really wild here. You got to check something on this. I'm curious. We're dealing with structural frame blocks. I think we are. Hold on. Don't mind. Don't mind. I'm gonna undo this. Yeah. Dark structural frame blocks. Okay. I just want to see the angles look really good. And I was starting to think that you couldn't pull off those angles with the standard block. You do need to use those structural frame blocks to do it. I think this build is doing exactly that. But yeah, really cool looking fighter here. Looks like it's gonna have a lot of firepower on it too. I like the two kind of indented in spotlights there. A whole lot of guns going along the sides here. And we got here heavy hyper laser cannon, heavy. And we got medium modulated pulse lasers. Oh yeah, some high-end weapons too. That's cool. That's cool. So yeah, it looks like it would do pretty nicely for shooting up whatever it's shooting at. Arm sentry is that? Ah, target painter. And this thing's way up on the tech too. It's got all the latest and greatest features. Oh, and look at the fancy exhaust plasma smoke stuff. That's cool. Oh, I like this too. The added in LCDs there. Caution hot. Yep. Oh, yeah. That is cool. Up here. Huh. Couple fusion reactors, I think. Interesting setup display on that. Oh yeah, the LCD right over there. The place. This is cool. Again, it kind of like some very modern like stealth fighter kind of design. Just with the smooth slopes to it. The color, of course, too. But yeah, I do believe a lot of this is built with structural frame blocks, at least on the top side. Looks like on the bottom side as well. Again, I wish those. I wish there was like regular block options to do all the same angles that those can do. That'd be really nice to use with a side effect. And why I don't use them. I've used them on a couple builds, but why I don't use them too often is they can't operate with a custom color palette. Um, like for instance, like say I took this orange here, and we'll make a custom color out of that one way or another. Now we got this muted orange here. If I try to paint that onto the block, it will paint it in. Like, well, it'll paint it at its default. I didn't. Yeah. Let's change this. Here. See, but it's gonna stay orange. So it basically uses only the default color palette, and there is no texture on this, so you can't texture them in the block. But you can paint them like that. So, don't mind me. I was just adding a little pitch right now here. I will do all that. Sorry, I was just kind of if you're new and to Empyrion and don't know some of these things about all these different parts, I'm just kind of trying to show some stuff as I come across it and builds. So yeah, structural frame blocks, the RE2 only and RE1. So in the back here, looks like we have our passenger seat, pilot seat right over here, clone chamber. Got to have your trauma station, and we got O2 armor locker, instructor up over here. It's really bright in there. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on the light for a second. I don't think it's gonna make it's well lit in here somehow. I don't have my flashlight on either. This is the light source coming from somewhere. Oh yeah, probably right up there. Okay. Yeah. So everything you need. This is just designed to be a like a stealth fighter, or it looks like a stealth fighter. Definitely a fighter. High-end weaponry on it too. I'm gonna fly a little bit on the inside. See what's happening here. So the inside is pretty much all parts. Things. Looks like we got a lot of them. A lot of shield parts in here. We got some big old thrusters going on in here too. And our CPU core block, main core, which I don't believe it's intended for. Advanced core. Oh, we also have the micro jump drive too. That's an option port to say you got to do like 20 space units mining asteroids or something like that, or get someplace in space. It's like it doesn't take you to a different solar system or a different planet, but you can travel fast to that destination. So yeah, very cool. I was looking around for a warp drive. That was the only thing. I don't think it has. I don't think it has. Looks like it has a lot of shielding, a lot of fighter stuff, and the micro jump drive. So, all right, take a look at the numbers here. So, unlock level 25, size class 2, 132 forward, 38 braking, 76 flip, 76 reverse, and 76 down. I got 14 fuel tanks, 6 oxygen tanks. Got our target painter, advanced detector, alarm sentry. We got our 8 modulated pulse lasers and our 4 hyper laser cannons, which are heavy weapons. 4-hour even build time on it. It is going to use quite a lot of quantum processors. The advanced core on here and stuff like that. Auxiliary CPU cores, because I do believe this is a 417 inputs. Yes. So CPU is set to 58,000. Using slightly over that shouldn't cause any whatsoever. And sort that there. Yeah, Core 17 build. with the advanced cores, main core, and then 4 auxiliary cores, 4 quantum cores. So yeah, very, very, very cool build there. Oh yeah, you know what? We better look at the field too. Pretty. I expected this, but a strong field for an SD. 31,407 hit points on that. So yeah, very, very cool build. Yeah, it just looks neat too. Just the shape and presence of it. A lot of effects here, but obviously it was very much built uh, to blow stuff up. It is a straight up hardcore fighter. So I'm sure it is meant to be used as that as well. So again, very, very cool build here. This is the LAX R2 AC17 by Ryo. Oh, probably said it wrong that time too. But yeah, very cool. And that is the last build for today. So yeah, some really, really cool stuff. I've been working on a project myself too, also building a carrier. I will do an update on that either sometime this weekend or like Monday. But yeah, I got some more work done, some more things to show, but not really quite enough to do a video about yet. So I will do that at a little bit later time. So other than that, you all have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you later.